Hi everyone. This video will explain the zero product rule. Zero product rule states if A times B equals 0, so what I want you to do right now is pause the video and try to kind of use your common sense to think of what the conclusion would be. If A times B equals 0, then either A has to equal 0 or B has to equal 0. And again, if you think about it with common sense, if you're multiplying two numbers together and you get 0 for an answer, the only way that's possible is if one or both of the numbers that you were multiplying together was 0. For example, let's say we have the equation 5x minus 1 times x plus 2 equals 0. Pause the video for a sec and see if you can figure out the conclusion. Using the zero product rule, I know that 5x minus 1 must be equal to 0. Therefore, I can work it out and I can figure out that x has to equal 1/5. Also, x plus 2 equals 0. So I can figure that out to get x equals -2. Therefore, if I were to write the solution to this equation in the correct notation, the solution would be 1/5 and -2. If I really want to convince myself that this works, I can substitute 1/5 for x, and I'll realize that it'll give me 0 times 2 1/5, that will equal 0. And if I substitute -2, I'll get -11 times 0, which also equals 0. Another use of the zero product rule can be demonstrated with the equation x squared minus 5x minus 6 equals 0. Noticing that I can find two numbers that multiply to -6 and add up to -5, I can rewrite the left side of the equation in its factored form. X minus 6 times x plus 1 equals 0. And then by applying the zero product rule, x minus 6 has to equal 0, and x plus 1 has to equal 0, which means that x equals 6 and x equals -1, and the solution to this equation is 6 and -1. The zero product rule is important for lots of things with quadratic and polynomial functions, so you'll want to make sure that you can use it correctly.